This video right here is sponsored by Engwe. Today we're talking about the Engwe Pro, which is quite the monster of an e-bike. It's a 750 watt with a 1000 watt peak electrical bicycle, and it is really nice. I mean, if you're thinking about going for SUPER73 and spending all that money on a bike like that, I would think twice. The Engwe Pro is literally a rocket, and I've been riding it for close to a year now, so I've had a lot of experience on this bike. I really like this bike. It has incredible torques. It has 55 Newton meters. It basically takes off like a rocket, even if I'm going uphill. It has a removable battery, so if you get a second one, you can charge one at home and have one on your bike, and when you get home, you can swap them over. It's that cool because it has a 3 amp charger, which allows you to charge your battery in about 5 to 6 hours. So it's fairly fast charging. It's not ridiculously fast, but that's, you know, it's enough, especially if you have 2 batteries. Now it comes at about €1,480 or $1,600, more or less around that price range. And it has all the bells and whistles you can imagine. In fact, it does have a bell. It's an electric horn and it goes beep beep. I really like it. It's loud, it's annoying, it gets people out of my way when I need to go fast. And it does go fast because I've had this thing to 49 kilometers an hour off-road. Yeah, it's that fast, and I weigh 110 kilos, which is what, 220 pounds? I weigh a lot, I do. I need to lose some weight, but this bike really pulls away. Even it has a rack at the back of it. Now the rack says 25 kilos, but I've sat on it. I weigh 110 kilos and it was fine. I was riding with a rack and just doing that like a low rider. It was pretty cool. All in all, a really nice bike. It's very well put together, and it will fold down small enough because it's a folding bike. It just goes and the handlebar folds down, so you can fold 2 things. 3 things, I'm a liar. It folds 3 things. The bike in 2, the handlebar folds right down, and both pedals fold in. So when you put it in your car, your pedals aren't gonna basically scratch everything to hell, you know. So it basically a lot of folding, and if you want to remove the battery, you do have to fold it. So you pull out the battery, which is a 48 volt 16 amp hour battery. It's a big one. It is serious, and it will get you, they say, 100 kilometers with pedal assist, or 60 kilometers with, you know, just the throttle, because it does have a throttle. I don't get those kind of, you know, distances because I'm a little bit heavier. Maybe it's someone who weighs 60 kilos. With pedal assist, I'm getting like 70, 80 kilometers, which is fine for someone of my weight. And with throttle only, it's between 30 and 40, depending on how much I ate. Right, enough of the funny stuff. It has an 8-speed Shimano gear system, so it's not any, you know, kind of cheap rubbish. It is a Shimano gear system, 8-speed, so that's nice because when you get to the top sport number 5 speed, you need to pedal fast, and it's nice that it has an 8th speed. And if you want to stop, it's got 260mm hydraulic disc brakes. Yeah, those things stop you really nice, and it has a nice kind of, you know, balance between woody and spongy. You know, it feels really good, both of them, and they do stop that bike because that bike is heavy. If you live on the 2nd floor like I do, then you are gonna have to need a lot of, you know, your muscles are gonna have to be really big because that thing weighs 38 kilograms, which is about 83 pounds. It's heavy. It's heavy. If you live in a house or on the ground floor, then it's fine. But if you live on the 2nd floor like I do, with narrow stairs, it is a bitch to get it up and down. But you can do. If you got like the big guns, then you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it needs stopping power, so those brakes are really nice and tough. And to keep you safe, you do have reflectors everywhere, pedals, wheels, everywhere. Not only do you have the reflectors, but you have a front light, which you can turn on and off, and you also have it auto on and off, so when it feels it's getting dark, it will turn on like car lights. And you have a rear light, which it also doubles up as a brake light. So when you're braking, it goes, so it flashes stronger and people can see you're braking so they don't slam in your ass, you know. That's never fun. So it has a lot of safety features. The saddle goes right up and right down, so it's a really comfy fat ass saddle. It doesn't hurt. I have a few other bikes and their saddles are way more painful. This one is nice. It's got a nice load of cushion. I feel really good when I'm riding on it. And I do have a SUPER73. It's actually, I don't know if you guys could see it. Oh! It's back there. There you go. That's the SUPER73. It's a nice bike and it comes in at more or less the same price as this Engwe. It is the bottom line SUPER73. I don't use it too much because it's a little bit low for me. It doesn't have enough power. Battery does not last as long. It hasn't got the same kick. It's a nice bike. You know, it looks nice, but it is the, what is it, the ZG or the G, whatever it is. It's a nice bike, but the Engwe basically just, it's raw power. You press, go. The throttle is pretty cool. It's very responsive. You have eco, you have normal, and you have sport. So in eco mode, if you're going downhill, it's got regenerative braking. So you don't have to use your brakes. It is regenerating, adding watts back into the battery, which is pretty cool. So say if you have a long downhill, let go of everything, the engine is braking for you and it's charging the battery back. On an e-bike. Pretty damn cool. It's like a hybrid car. It's a hybrid e-bike, you know, it's a high bike. But yeah, that's a pretty cool feature. So it does have regenerative, you know, braking, putting that power back into your battery. If you know that you have a long downhill, put it in eco and let that thing go. Now, eco also has 5 modes. So does normal and so does sport. And I have set them up in the menu system, which is very, very nice and very simple, by the way, because it has an LCD screen, which is color. And it's very clear. You can go in and I set up from 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and 5 is 80 to 100. So I know exactly how much power I'm getting in each level. And I use it mainly in Sport 5 because I'm a big guy and I like the power. I like going fast. And as I'm a big guy, this bike takes even bigger guys because it takes 140 kilogram payload. That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot. That's 300 pounds. You know, that's a huge payload. It is an alloy frame, but it's got a nice stiffness. And not only that, but it has front and rear shocks. You can lock the front shock, which is pretty cool if you don't want to, you know, seesawing. But it has front and rear shocks, which are extremely comfortable, work very well. It's never bottomed out on me, even though I am pretty heavy. It just feels really nice and soft. It's a good ride. Not only that, it has these big fat ass tires. They are 20, yeah? So we got 20 inches by 4 inches. I don't know how much 4 inches is. It's a lot. Anyway, they're big, fat tires, which make your ride even more comfortable. If you're going off-road, they feel really good. They're nice and grippy. So all in all, I think I've given you a good overview of everything, except for one thing. There is a key. There is a key to all of this. No, there's actually a key. So nobody's going to steal it. You have to put the key underneath the bike, turn it, and then you can turn the bike on. If you haven't done that, the bike's not really going anywhere. So it's really cool that you need a key to turn on the bike like a motorbike, so no one's really going to steal it. And it comes in black, in grey, and blue. I have the blue model. I wish I got the black, but I do have the blue. I like black. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I do like black. All in all, a really, really good bike. If you're thinking of buying anything else, just stop. If you're thinking of buying SUPER73 because it looks good, you might think, it's lacking in a bit of power probably, or a bit of speed, or it's a little bit expensive. I mean, this comes in at $1,600, €1,480. It's a really good price, especially for everything you're getting. There are a lot of features on this bike that make it very good, you know, for commuting, even for, you know, if you're going visiting, sightseeing. This is a fantastic bike to have, and the rack at the back, you can basically just tie anything to it. Not your children, but anything else, and it can carry a lot. Now, there is a Engwe Pro 2, and there's actually a new one out that has just come out, I just saw, where you can put 2 children on the back. Now I have a 6-year-old and I have a 2-year-old, almost free. So Mia and Oscar, and they would look really cool on the back of a bike like that, and I could basically just go, you know, sightseeing with them on the back. Engwe have got a lot of cool new innovations, and they're a cool company. They really are. So if you're looking for a bike, all the links are down below, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one.